And action. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Johnny TruLuv. Johnny TruLuv here. So, excuse me as I gather myself here, guys. It just can't stop, right? You can't stop when even if you're sick. Even if you're sick, and that's how I feel right now. A little under the weather. Yeah, kind of like a flu virus or something. I was throwing up all last night. My son caught something. He missed these past 2 days of school as well. So yeah, man, something going. I think it's a food. Probably the chicken. We eat some chicken and I don't know, but anyways, the title of the video I put, it's what happens when you're a truth teller. Like, what happens when you're a truth teller? And I'm gonna speak it through what the Heyoka, because that's what we are, man. We're truth tellers, and sometimes we don't even know where we're crossing that line. We really don't. We really don't. It's just, I'll give you an example. Earlier today, some girl I follow on Instagram, she's always talking about her weight, and I think she looks fine. She looks beautiful as she is. She really does. I even told her that. I even told her, hey, I think you're beautiful either way. I love you just the way you are. That's unconditional love, and that's what I was showing her towards. She was appreciative about that, but she posted another picture of herself, and she put her, and she said, oh, I lose 50 more. My fat ass, I lose 50 more pounds. So I put right there, would you like another $15 venti extra caramel macchiato? And she didn't like that. I could tell right away she didn't like that. She goes, by the way, smart ass. She goes, I eat this, like meaning those drinks. Uh, she means like, she eats those drinks besides a meal. And I go, even worse, because this is just me being the truth teller. Like I said, I didn't mean to. Like, I didn't mean to hurt her feelings, but that's what I did. I noticed that. I'm like, first of all, like, why are you mentioning stuff about her weight? Why? Well, I know why, because she's always posting that stuff. So I shouldn't have said, would you like another $15 caramel macchiato? Because she goes, smart ass. Um, I don't, she says she substituted the meal, and I even put, I'm like, sister, I'm sorry. It's just, I'm not a fucking health counselor either, but I go, it's like me saying, oh, I just had some fried chicken with extra lard, but I'm gonna skip the rest of the meals. It's not healthy, but people don't like it. I noticed that. Like, people just don't like that. Like, that's what I mean by being a truth teller. So if you're a truth teller, just to sum up this video real quick, just to sum it up, because kind of what I want to do on here, just what it is. You're gonna have less friends, man, for sure. You're gonna have less friends because you're saying stuff that people don't want to hear. You're breaking their illusions of what you're doing, because people have illusions. Like, people in their mind, they have their illusions. They have their set morals, and especially if you go out there to the matrix, to a three. I call it the matrix because people are still asleep. People are still projecting. People are still, like, want the outside, like, but it feels nice though. I'm not gonna say I don't feel that, because I would love to have a fucking yacht, and a mansion and stuff like that. And but because that's the ego, and I know that that's the ego. But once you escape that part, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, but people, like, see, I see that, I know that, so I know that's, I have to fix. Those are wounds of mine, that me thinking that, having that's a cool person or a cool guy, or you're a baller. You know what I mean? I won't go that route right now, because this is about being a truth teller. Being the truth teller. And people don't want to hear it, man. People don't want their illusions broken. They really don't. They don't want their illusions broken. They don't want to. Oh, and by the way, I changed my location because, dude, I got my fucking phone cut off. So I have no internet. So I'm borrowing the neighbor's Wi-Fi. And I'm like, dude, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, if you want to shoot a video and you want to do something, there's no excuses, man. There's no excuses why you should not follow your passion if that's what you want to do. And you're gonna make mistakes, just like I make mistakes, man. Like, right now, like, I could think about this because, okay, I could see everything what's happening as a test. Everything's just a test, because it is. At the end of it, if I think about it, this is a test, like what happened with Elizabeth Sunchaser, like with her, which I'll get to in a second about. If I take that as a test, then it's not gonna bother me, because then I know it's a test. They want me to feed into it, and I'm not gonna go that route. But then I start thinking about it, like, why would she block me? Because I start thinking, like, see, and that's why, because I'm overthinking it, and I shouldn't be thinking that, and I shouldn't be focusing on that, because what we focus on inflates. It's gonna get bigger no matter what, good or bad, type of thing. But I'm just giving you guys, or at least say you guys, this one person, but it's how I see it. I could either get mad about it, but my question is like, why would this person block me? Like, why would she block me, first of all? And how do I know she blocked me? Well, on the Chiefs lives, you can't see her like on her name. And like when I went to my son's account, because I'm like, I kept on seeing, I think the Chief mentioned it, and other people saying like Elizabeth's son, like, is this fucking bitch hiding herself? In my head. So I checked, right? And yeah, dude, and then not to mention she's a fucking moderator. Not that it bothers me that she's a moderator. It kind of does. Because then it shows me that the Chief knows about her. I mean, the Chief knows about her. You meaning that she's, I think she's a borderline or something, because why else, if it's not a test, then I think she's a borderline. Or because why else would you block me? Because I know the truth of you. I see through you. Because what did I see? Dude, she was talking shit about my mate. You know, the mate. That's my boy. You know what I mean? Mark Hero, that's my boy. And she starts talking shit to me about him. And I'm like, I even go, is this a fucking test? I even said, hey man, it's just a test. Because how would you like, because her and see, and look, there's another one. Her and Louise, they're mateys too. I'm like, how would you like for me to talk shit about Louise? What are you gonna say? That's the way I take it. You mean, so I'm like, either they're, like I said before, counselor, doctor, just doing their test on me. Like that's what I see it, just doing a test on me. Because but this is the thing. If you see everything in life, this is just a lesson to be learned here. If you do see everything as a lesson in life, it's not gonna get to you because you see them as a test. It's just a test, dude. That's all that is right there. Instead of reacting to it and getting, because I take it personal, because I'm like, oh, she blocked me because I called her on that because she was talking shit about my mate, and I go, hey, dude, like, come on, it's my fucking mate. What do you want me to say? And then she just blocks me, and then like I said, all this, I'm like, what the fuck? Am I supposed to react to this? Am I supposed to run a smear campaign? Because is it a smear campaign if it's the truth? You know what I mean? But of course, it's the way that people do it. I see that people attack. I'll give you another one. It's like he was. I mean, I don't want to talk about her because she's a friend of mine, divinely. Because that was not a test. That was real. She was smearing the Chief. She was smearing the Chief for whatever reason. I still don't know the reason, but I didn't get into it. I didn't feed into that pendulum. I didn't feed into that because I could have. But then I would have got into the mix, and it would have just been unnecessary energy, and it would have been stupidity. It would have been stupidity. So going back to Elizabeth Sanchez. Yeah, man. So like for me, I'm like, why did she block me? Like that's my theme. So I'm like, either it's a test, or she's a borderline. Meaning, what is it? Out of sight, out of mind. Meaning, I don't exist. And that's what they do, because when you call people on their stuff, like I said, you're breaking their illusions. You see through them. You're seeing through the veil. If it's not a test, I'm saying if it's not a test, but that's the way I see it. Like, because it's the only information that I have. Never make assumptions, but you have to, like I said, you have to make some sort of assumption with the information you do have, or what you currently have. But why are you getting into that, Johnny? Because because I think I've said enough already about what's happening and going on, but I don't want to get people in trouble, because there's a good cause to this, and I see the good cause to it, and that's why. But since the beginning, I've been saying this since the beginning. When the Chief mentioned the whole Heyoka thing, Dr. Vaknin, if you watch, because I was really into, because I went through an awakening, man. I went through a journey of finding out who I am, and this is all a part of my journey right now. What I'm speaking of, what I'm talking about, what I'm going through, because what I see myself. And what I see myself, man, at the beach. I see myself having a good time, my son. I see myself passing a legacy on. How? Don't worry about that. Just keep on doing what you're doing. It makes me think about TD Jakes. Just from the ending of that verse. If you see it, I'll cry, guys. But why? Because I get credit, guys. But yeah, man. So just giving you an example, like, because at the ultimate thing, that's what it is. Because if I can do this, man, if I can to react, now I look fucking blown, huh? I just oh my god. So yeah, man. So that's what I'm talking about, okay? And this is not. I'm gonna put this live. I'm gonna put it on live. I'm not gonna hide anything on this. There's nothing to hide. So? Like I said, when Dr. Vaknin had mentioned Heyoka, like he was describing to me. This is to me. A Heyoka is a male borderline. If you ask me, go to Dr. Vaknin's, go to his page, Dr. Vaknin, and type in a male covert borderline, like what that is. Like type that in and look at the characteristics, the traits. That's what I see. Like since the beginning, from when I started my awakening, that's what I see. I'm like, dude. Because if I tell you, hey, let's go to a psychologist, you're not gonna want to go to a psychologist. But if I tell you, let's go to a spiritual guru, you're gonna listen. You're gonna listen because because you're no longer taking it personal. But that all is all part of the journey, man. It's not taking shit personal. That's the biggest thing. Is not to take things personal. Okay, so if you ask me, that's how I seen it. Like in my head, my real, what's going on, what I seen, how it's for me. That's what I seen. Like, dude, a Heyoka, like a male Heyoka, is a fucking male borderline, which is known as, by the way, a covert borderline. They're known as covert borderlines. But if they get their shit together, Johnny, we can become unstoppable, man. With the right intentions, because we could, man, we could easily go that way. Because our shadows, man, our shadows are there. They're not gonna go away. Don't fight them, buddy. If you keep on fighting those shadows, they're gonna just only manifest more and deeper, uglier and uglier, until you wake the fuck up and integrate that sort of yourself. Literally, that's what it is. It's accepting all of yourself. And when you want to become that person, you have to make the decision of choose right there and then choose. Don't do that. Don't be like that. Like that's if you ask me. Okay? So I'm just giving you the outline. Oh, this is about the outline of a truth teller. You can't, man. You can't be a truth teller because people are not gonna like you. But I can care less. I can care less if they don't like me or not, because it's because it doesn't make me. They don't make me. Makes sense? I'll give you another example. Okay? I'll give you another example. There's a person, right? Like, to me, I'm cool with her. I have nothing bad with this person. Like, she's been a supporter of mine since the beginning. So, Johnny, what does that tell you? She's a counselor or something that she's been watching. Okay? And I guess I said something that offended her, I'm assuming. But I don't know, because then I start thinking about this. I'm like, dude, well, first of all, you stopped commenting in my head. I'm like, first of all, I see that. I'm like, you stopped commenting in my videos a long time ago. Because she threatened me. She gave me an ultimatum. What was the ultimatum? I'll start watching your videos again once you show more compassion from the heart. I'm like, well, first of all, that's just the way you see compassion. Because the way I see compassion in yours is gonna be two different ways. So first of all, that's just the way you see it. I mean, it's if you really think about it, like it's just your perception. Plus, would you want me to do kiss your ass? Because she got mad. Because the way I answered her, I know I shouldn't have answered like that. I know I shouldn't have. That's why I deleted it. Because I'm like, you know what? That's fucked up, dude. Because I told her, like, maybe because you're not worthy of love. She goes, my point exactly. But that was it. That was my whole thing. You know, it's like, what do you want me to do? You want me to kiss your ass? Like, literally, you want me to kiss your ass? Like, so I just said that, you mean, and like, whatever. Because, and then, like, actually, too, like, there's another one I can see as another test. You know, I had, like, because I look at I was looking at my profile, and I look like, dude, I only have like 500 subscribers now. Like, what the fuck happened? I'm like, I can take it personal and be like, oh my god, like, but it's not about that. In reality, it's not about that, because when you're a truth teller, people are, yeah, but it's going back to truth teller. Let's go back to truth teller. People are not gonna like you. People are not gonna like you at all. Like, they're not, because you're breaking their illusions. You're showing them what they need to fix. Because remember, if you're treating somebody, you own them. You mean? So that's what I'm just trying to say. Like, I don't know what this is about. Like, that's just where, like, and I'm already like, dude, come on. Like, and like right now, I notice too, people like that when you're full of emotion, like, emotional content is fucking good, dude. I mean, that's the narcissism, and like the narcissism. What do they call it? Swiss Swisher? Is that sauce? Anyways, man, but dude, I'm just on here just for that, man. Just to let you guys know, when you're a truth teller, you're not gonna be liked. You mean no one's gonna like you. You mean because you're breaking their illusions, like I said. And I keep on repeating this because it's just stuff that I'm saying, and if something more needs to come in, which is a message, I'll come out with it. That's what I see it. That's why I get into these little roles. You mean, or whatever you want to call it. But it's doing this, man. We're going 14 minutes already, like I said. We're gonna put this live out there, like a real live, and we're just keeping it short. And that was my question, dude. It's like, okay, then I guess I can say then it's like, because Elizabeth, she's Luis's friend then. So Luis should know. Like, Luis, why would she do that? Like, let me ask you this. Why would she do that? Because if I ask her, she wouldn't. Like I said, she blocked me because they don't want to hear the truth. They don't want you because I seen through it. Like if it was a test, I seen through it right away. Like, dude, how would you like for me to talk? Like, I'm not like that. Like, dude, I'm the real deal. Let's just put it that way. I'm the real deal when it comes to this because as I was in the tribe, like I noticed people didn't do the work. People weren't doing the work like I was. What I mean by doing the work, I started off pretty rough, but in that mess, because those are all stuff that you have to purge and to learn from, and I learned from them. I learned from them. Believe me, I did. You mean, and it's now like, okay, let's keep pushing forward. You learn from, you don't beat yourself up for that stuff anymore. We make mistakes, just keep on pushing forward. Like that's what it is. The way I see it, at least. So if you're a truth teller, guys, just be careful because if you're a Heyoka, you are. You mean you are, or you speak for the truth, no matter what it is. I mean, and it kind of sucks, but it needs to be told. Just like about the LA Sheriff Department, I'll say it again. That needs to be told because I really hope my angels, spirit, God is understanding what's happening there. At least to keep an eye there, or because that happened. Like that did happen, by the way. Like I said, go to the Montebello Police Department. Go there. I did a report. This was May 10th of before the pandemic, 2018, 2019, one of those two. But there, just want to mention that because the stuff, the proof is there. The proof is there. I mean, all the proof is there. So, I mean, just want to talk about that. I'm not sure who came back on here, but I was talking about if you are a truth teller, just understand that people are not going to like you. People, your friends are going to fall off. People are not going to want to be around you because you're telling them the truth. You're breaking through people's illusions, man. You really are. So, just wanted to say that real quick. Much love and light. Namaste, motherfuckers. Please hit like and subscribe. And like I said, man, we're going to keep it going. We're going to keep this, like I said, you want to keep it going, man. Just one step at a time. But am I bad if I cut people off, dude? Like I said, my bad, nothing personal. If I cut you off, it's just because, come on, dude. Like, how long do we have to keep these shenanigans up? Like, how long do we have to keep these shenanigans up? I appreciate all the help that people have helped me with and have guided me because without you guys, I would not be here. I would not be here without you. I would not be out here without you. I wouldn't because you guys taught me all this stuff. But enough is enough, no? Like I said, and I'll say it again. I am the real deal, man. I'm the real fucking deal. Like I'm not these people that just try a little bit and falls off the damn wheel. I don't fall off the wheel like that. I really don't. But I'll put this life out there, man. It's nothing bad. I think I said. I mean, but yeah, man. So like I said, and learn from me. You really do. Really learn from me. Learn from my mistakes. Learn from what I've gone through because it's gonna help you in your awakening. It's gonna help you in your own journey. You mean as you understand yourself because it's really what it is. It's understanding yourself. And like I said before, and I'll say this many times, the more you see, the more people are only going to meet you as deep as they met themselves. So just think about it like that. Like, so the more you know yourself, the more you're going to know somebody else. You can relate with them. And if you can't, you can only imagine. And this, you have to have compassion. Also, going back to that person who commented and said that I have to show more compassion. That I have to show more compassion. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, first of all, like, you haven't been here. Like that I came out of nowhere, and it's probably because the only thing I think about it's because I ragged on our friend, Elizabeth Sunchaser. Because like I said, out of sight, out of mind. What does that show you? Borderline traits. That's how they work. That's how they think. If that was not a test, I'm saying, go back, go watch this whole video, man. You can watch it. But like I said, man, love and light. Namaste, motherfuckers. I love you guys, man. I really do. And like I said, I cannot be here without you guys, man. I really can't, man. So, much love.